Oh, like that? Right in the middle of my stretch? That's what you're going to do? You're going to turn on live when I'm stretching. I didn't know we were going to go live right then at the end of your 5 count that happened like so fast. Anyway, I'm just messing around. I knew we were going to do that. Welcome. Greetings, salutations to another wonderful episode of Gamma Blerds. We're coming to you live direct from an undisclosed location. Well, at least I am. It's your boy, Trey proper. I did that all out of order because, yeah, my brain does not work good now. Anyway. We got a great show as always lined up for you. If my wonderful co-hosts will go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Lillian, your bougie auntie on many places on the internet. I talk a lot about Marvel Rivals, apparently. This is my new calling in life. But I also do other things, and sometimes I have an opinion.
It's your boy Big Herb. Here for debauchery, not here to breathe inside the mic.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rick. I have a question. How come most of you content creator niggas are for sale? Like, how come y'all won't speak up about shit, but you'll just sell yourself out to like dick pills and gambling and like all of that stuff? Why is that a thing? Or like sell yourself out to like right wingers and just talk about shit that you just have. Like, just no, you won't take a stand on nothing. Like you niggas have no morality whatsoever. That's a weird thing. That's the question I just have. Anyway, hey.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Hi. As always, we got a great show wound up for you, but we got to get the political shit out of the way first because I hate talking about it.
He's so uncomfortable.
And also, we're talking about something else. I really am. Something else I hate. The foosball. Apparently, there's a topic that Herb and Rick wanted to go over because it involves their most hated team. Well, their second. I don't know. Would they be your second or third most hated team because they're in the same conference as you guys?
We're just gonna say hate it. We're just gonna say hate it.
Thing we just don't like.
We don't like them fuckers. So we're just gonna leave it at
that. So I got it. I'll take the lead on this one. So the quarterback for the New York Football Giants won Jackson Dart. He has come under fire because he introduced everyone's least favorite, and it's kind of split his team down the middle. Jackson, for those of you that don't know, Jackson Dart is a young man. He went to the University of Ole Miss. His whole thing is being the coolest white boy in the room. Like, he uses AAVE. He loves to do. He does the gritty and all of that stuff. He has the whole white boy swag aesthetic. But like I've told a lot of people, be careful about those guys because they love your culture. They don't love you.
yeah.
Lillian, you good?
I don't know what happened. I am definitely still here. Don't know why my camera decided to just like, cause all right. So from where I'm sitting at my computer, my camera is just like, nah, bitch, I'm not gonna be online, but I'm still hooked up to the computer, and I'm just sitting here like, what on earth happened? Like, wow, y'all Rick was talking about sports ball, all of a sudden my mouse stopped moving, and then when the mouse stopped moving. It's a Bluetooth mouse that I'm borrowing from my mom, so it's not even a wired mouse like I usually have. So the mouse stopped moving, so I'm like, okay, that's not too weird. It's battery operated, and it just needs to catch up. And then everything else reset except for the monitors, and I'm like, okay, well that's fun. Is the internet up?
Okay, we're still live.
The internet's up, so.
Listen, we just gonna have a picture of Lillian or a picture of.
I'll figure it out just a second. Let me just unfuck it real quick.
So wait. So what did Jackson Dart do?
So essentially, he introduced Donald Trump at a rally, but also because it was in New York, he kind of tried to turn it into a Giants rally, and he was like, he tried to lead the chant. He tried to lead the crowd in a chant of "Let's go blue, let's go blue." Also, which is hilarious because you're at a Republican rally.
Exactly.
Again, their main color is blue. Their main color is blue, but this is the thing. Okay, Jackson Dart went to Ole Miss. Ole Miss is not known for their education. Also, if you look at Jackson Dart and his best friend on the team on the Giants, their running back Cam Scatterbull,
CTA.
They both look like crayon eaters. They both look like they eat a pack of crayons a day, and if you hear them speak, it makes even more sense. But like I said, getting off topic,
I, as a former member of the Marin crops, am also a crayon eater, and I resemble that remark, and I don't appreciate it very much.
I was gonna say she gonna get you for that one.
My bad.
Side note, a couple of Christmases ago, I had to fight myself not to buy the edible crayons. I was going to buy them.
You should have. It would have been so funny. I would have fought for the edible crayons.
Wow.
And I would have taken pictures eating.
When Trey goes, because for you who don't know, I don't care. We can talk about it now because he's graduating, but he's going into the Marines. When he goes, I'm buying him every fucking year. I'm going to buy him every fucking year, and he's going to have a pack of fresh crayons for himself.
I was going to try to speed through this, just like get a couple jokes off, and like me and Harry, like, but I didn't think that we would get tripped up over crayon.
That's
we have a Marine here, so
that is not what I was expecting.
It's an inside joke,
crayon eaters,
sort of.
Right? No, I got it. So I'm gonna rescind crayon eaters, and I'm gonna go with paint sniffers. I'm gonna say that they're both. Yeah. No, and so one of the top overall draft pick for the Giants last year, Abdul Carter, who was drafted in the same draft as Jackson Dart, he came out against it. He spoke out on Twitter, and he was like, "I thought this was AI. Like, what are we doing, bro?" So this has kind of separated the team, but like that shows more of the divisiveness of this presidency, you know, and a lot of people who don't want to address it. Again, people say they don't pay attention to politics, they don't want to talk about politics. But politics is going to come for your ass in some form or fashion.
Yeah,
you know
exactly,
I mean?
Exactly. So I mean, and I'm just looking at it, the fact that, like, I mean, everybody was sitting there giving Colin Kaepernick shit because he took a knee. Yet every single person that's not left wing, they want to go ahead and say, yeah, look at Jackson Dart, just go out there, CTE Dart, just because the same guy was in a blue tent getting checked for a concussion, and his coach wanted to put him back in there so bad that he ran inside of it, breaking protocol on every single thing. So yeah, couldn't have happened to a better organization, because fuck New York Giants. And but no, this shit is not good, and it's just speaking on as a former person that played football. It's not good camaraderie when you're trying to work together, and then you have to realize, hey, this motherfucker's a MAGA supporter. And I thought we were boys. Now it's just like, now I'm checked out, bro. You knew exactly what the fuck you were doing. So fuck you now. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much where it's at.
And that fuck you is brought to you from fresh off the bench. It's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I had to try.
I mean, thank you. Thanks for the plug. I mean, it's just off the bench. Yeah. But thanks for the plug.
I meant to say fresh from off the bench, but anyway, my bad.
Thanks for the plug, though. No,
fresh off the bench searches on YouTube about to go through the roof.
Because that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I knew it was messed up as soon as I said it.
It would be even better if the person who had that name was like an immigrant. So it's like a double entendre.
Wow. It was a very good show at one point.
There's a bunch of Latin people in football now, and I imagine that one of them could absolutely use that name without any problems.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can.
You look lost.
No,
do you need help?
No, I knocked my mic did the webcam that you just had. It didn't cut off and it cut back. Anyway,
get back in the boat, Trey.
You said what?
He said, "Get back in the boat."
Yeah, let me grab the boot. I have no way to transition to this next one. Just more stupid shit that's happening to our native home city. Yeah. There was another shooting. Well, this is another. We haven't had any shootings at the White House. There have been people apprehended. There have been people who have been tackled and taken away, black bagged, whatever have you. But we actually had a shooting and a fatal killing and an injury, critical wounding at the White House this past weekend, yesterday, actually. Nasir Best, the 21-year-old Washingtonian, approached some Secret Service agents outside of the White House, pulled a gun out of his bag, and opened fire. And they did what they're supposed to do. I can't even be mad at them for doing it, but they Put them in the ground. No other ways to say it, no way to make it pretty. We don't know the rationale behind it. I haven't seen anything about a manifesto being left behind, but apparently Nasir Best had a history of trying to infiltrate the White House and had a history of mental health issues. It's sad to see something like this happen, but I don't even know what to say about this. But yeah, what do you guys thought? Oh, there was also an incident by saying that's in critical condition right now because of the gunfight that happened between him and Secret Service. But what do you guys think about this incident?
I think the Secret Service hit that bystander. I'm being controversial. Because you know, with the Asada Shakur shooting and all that, I was making a reference to that. Go ahead, Rick.
No, I don't really got too much to say because what do people expect when you continue to put your boot on people's neck, and when you continue to piss on the underclasses, so people so wish to speak? If you take away, things that you take away the infrastructure that helps with mental health issues, and when you like people who are dealing with things, when you make life so much harder on people, people are going to begin to fight back, and it just so happens that the figurehead for everything that seems to be oppressing us is a big white house in the middle of DC. So shit's gonna happen. Like honestly, like I'm tired of hearing about never mind. I ain't gonna say that because that's gonna get us in trouble. I don't really want to I'm gonna leave what I have to say about the subject at that, because anything else that I'm gonna say is going to get us in trouble and we're gonna lose our channel. So anybody else got anything to say?
The first thing I think about is there was a skit in Kendrick Lamar's album "To Pimp a Butterfly" where he had a conversation with Tupac, and Tupac said pretty much the world is going to eat itself alive because everybody's always built on oppression. You want to go ahead and then like really put down the people, the underdogs, and like, hey, we want to just go ahead and take over and just shit on everybody. And then eventually those people who get shit on is just going to retaliate because they're tired of the shit. And do I think that they handled it the right way? No. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, at this point, shit's going to happen. And it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. I don't want anybody to lose their life. I don't, but at the same time, I mean, when you keep shitting on people and fucking with them on a consistent basis, they're going to do some irrational shit. So with every action, there's a reaction. That's pretty much all I have to say.
Yeah, I'll add this on the end. It is, yes, when you apply pressure to something that's not stable, cracks start to develop, or they start to express themselves, and sometimes the fringes of society will react in this fashion. This person allegedly had mental health issues, allegedly was trying to get into the White House before. He's been attempting to infiltrate it for whatever reason. And when you apply pressure to these situations, you're going to have these types of results. So yeah, it's a fucked up world we live in. And again, my conspiracy theory hack will start to raise because it's like, this is going to be that. I'm scared of the smoking gun for them to try to go after the 13th. That's what I'm terrified for. Because I really don't want to go down that road.
All right, so the smoking gun for them to go after the 13th Amendment. They're just gonna do it. Like, they didn't have a reason to strike down. What was it? What was the amendment? Was it the 14th Amendment, or which one was it? There was voting rights for sure, but there's other things that they've been working on that have just been on the docket for like decades. From the conservative right, or the alt right, whatever you want to call them, the Nazis. So I really don't care what excuse they're going to use. They're going to find an excuse to use it as long as they're in power long enough. On a very real note, I believe this is a very opportune fuck Doge, I told you so moment, because part of the reason why this is so common in this administration is because they gutted the government and a lot of the protections they had in place and a lot of the systems they had in place that prevented this from happening from a safety standpoint, or the social programs that enabled people to get help on a more accessible scale. So, yeah, somewhere between conspiracy theory and y'all made it this way. I remember watching a video this week that was like, oh man, China's really getting a really good relationship with Africa right now because they're helping them with building infrastructure. And so many African countries with building infrastructure and establishing trade agreements and this, that, and the third. And no bullshit, somebody in DC was like, why don't we have like US branded aid so we can build a better relationship with Africa? And that's what USAID was, USAID was. And that's what they gutted.
I mean, they gutted all those programs, but I mean, also now we have what $1.7 billion that's going to insurrectionists and people who are deemed political prisoners. But really, they aren't political prisoners because you pardoned them as soon as you got in fucking office. And essentially, when he was asked about it, he was just like, he rewards loyalty. That he being everybody's y'all's president, because I'll never claim that son of a bitch. But yeah, like, so it's. You know, we're very, very picky and choosy in this country, but then also everything in this country goes back to racism. Like, again, I said it last week, and I think I said it, I've said it a couple times. Like, we don't have things in this country because white people don't want black people to have it. Like that, and that's the truth. And I'm sorry if, like, I know that like people have tuned out of watching us, or they stop watching at the beginning because we have these conversations, but it's the fucking truth. Like, it's the truth is ugly. History is ugly, but you need to know it. You need to understand these things, right? You can't just diddy bop throughout your day and think that everything is okay, because it's fucking not. Like, they're ripping everything to shreds at the behest of just lining their pockets. Fucking Trump made it so that the IRS cannot check the taxes of him and his family for the rest of their lives. Do y'all understand that literally most of these criminals get prosecuted because of the money shit that they do? If I ask you what Al Capone went to jail for, what would most people say? What do you think? They're gonna say some type of
tax aversion. I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Right, but no, most people would say, oh, murder or drug dealing or bootlegging or some shit like that. No, he went to jail for fucking tax evasion. Like it all goes fucking hand in hand, y'all. We're literally being robbed. And we're being robbed. They're not wearing a mask or holding a gun. They're patting us on our back and gaslighting us into some other shit. Like, they're little deviling us and pushing us into our own demise.
I mean, just right before the show, you told me about how butter pecan became a thing. So I mean, yeah, so racism, everybody. I mean, shit. I mean, we live in the same. Oh, you want to tell it, Rick?
Yeah, I got it. All right, so Trey, in this country, black people were only allowed to have vanilla ice cream on the 4th of July for a very long time. So a black chef had to come up with his own version of vanilla ice cream for black people to have. And that's why you have butter pecan ice cream. So when you go to your grandmother's house, or when you go over an older family member's house and you see them having butter pecan ice cream, that's why. Because we weren't allowed to have vanilla ice cream for so long in this country.
Oh, wow. I never heard that one. Never heard that.
The more you know. Yeah. So, but no, I mean, it's just, I mean, we live in a country where you get rewarded for storming the Capitol, where any other person would have got shot the fuck down. I mean, one person got shot the fuck down, but that's about it. But I mean, and shout out to my homie Harry Dunn. Shout out to my homie Harry Dunn. Went to high school with him. He was actually one of the officers that was there trying to stop the insurrection. And currently, I forget the actual position he's running for, but he's running for office in the government. So I apologize for not having the information on board. But no, just wanted to go ahead and say this. This is the same country that rewards people for storming the Capitol, but yet we can't get a fucking dime off of reparations. Just something to just put out there. Just because apparently the government fuck black people. So
yeah. Speaking of black people, I don't know how to transition this one either. But finding a black doctor lawsuit. Lillian, I think this one is yours.
Nope,
I didn't do that.
Rick? Okay, all right.
It is very Lillian Brando.
All right. So, findablackdoctor.com is a website where essentially, basically, if you're a black person or if you're a person of color, you can go on and find a black doctor. Now, why is that? Why do we need a website like this? Because I know there's some white person out there that's going to come across their feed and they go, well, that sounds racist. even though you don't know the definition of the word racism. But I digress. Findablackdoctor.com is necessary because most of the time when you are a Black person or person of color and you go to see a doctor, and it was in medical books, it was in medical journals up until 2006 that Black people don't feel the same amount of pain as white people. So white doctors will always kind of disregard whatever you say. That's why the mortality rates amongst Black women that give birth in this shit. But again, it's necessary because a lot of people are just more comfortable finding a Black doctor because he's going to listen. He or she is going to listen to you and understand where you're coming from. This website is under attack by Dr. Travis Morrell out of Colorado. He has filed a lawsuit against findablackdoctor.com saying that it discriminates against white doctors and that is racist by practice, and it violates the civil rights of white doctors and those white medical practitioners. And he's also using, I believe, a step under the statute of the Civil Rights Acts of, I believe it's, I believe the year attached to it is like 1866 or 1966. I'm sorry, I read it really quickly before, but yeah, that's the gist of it. So that's what's happening right now. This is an atrocity. This is another one of those things that I'm laughing because I'm so furious. Like it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. And again, I say this all the time, right? And y'all know how many conversations have I ruined amongst us individually where we're talking and you'll say, oh, this Black person is racist. And I say, no, Black people cannot be racist. It's bigoted, but we are not racist because words mean things. But again, we even have the most learned of us, a doctor, saying that Find a Black Doctor is racist, even though we have all this proof that the medical field has been racist towards Black people for hundreds of years. So what do you guys have to add to that?
Tell me you don't have any Black doctors on your staff without telling me you don't have any Black doctors on your staff. Because if you have Black doctors on your staff, you would understand that, hey, we need to, because not a lot of us are being listened to when we tell them, like, hey, I have a fucking kidney stone and it hurts. No, just go ahead and just take this and you'll be fine. No, I really feel like I have pain right here. Like, I need you to address this. You'll be fine. Just take an Advil and go on about your day. And then you got a fucking boulder coming out because you have a kidney stone. So yeah, that's shit like that. I'm just using that as an example because they don't listen to Black people. They don't listen to Black women who are going into labor and saying, hey, this doesn't feel right. Something else, I understand that you're going to have pain, but hey, everything's going to be okay. No, I don't feel good. This is not helping. Please address this. You'll be fine. And then we have a unfortunate death because a doctor did not go ahead and pay attention to a Black person. So yeah, it's shit like that all the time that just has us furious. But sometimes you just have to put on this fake fucking smile just to stop from crying. So yeah, that shit. So fuck him. So yeah, that's how I feel about this situation.
Okay. I would say we have to make sure we try to mass support the findablackdoctor.com. Like get the name out there, promote as best we can. Checking out the comments over on YouTube, look like Carolyn, who's a registered nurse, says might as well call it sexist too. Some male prefer female. Some might. Well, she put MAT anyway. Yeah. Some may prefer a female doctor over a male doctor to do the prostate exam. Looking for a Black doctor over white doctor is not a crime, which we agree with. But this is an opportunity for us to, like I said, promote that website that is doing a good job because we do need to be able to locate Black doctors for ourselves because of the things that you guys have already stated, like them discriminating against us as far as the pain management down all the way down to pregnancy. We've all had that touched our lives in various different ways, and it's imperative that we make sure we have these things in place to help us find the help that we need. Lillian, anything?
This is giving the same energy as that Harvard, like, what was it? Was it Harvard case with the South Asian students and the Asian students trying to get like a race removed as a consideration for acceptance criterion in colleges. That it feels the same way. It has the same energy. Because like the reality is whether you're searching for specifically a black doctor or not, it is the consumer's preference that this is helping them sort out. Like some people do prefer female doctors over male doctors. Sometimes there's LGBTQIA plus concerns why they would have a specific preference for these doctors and what have you. So it's just like the only reason you're butthurt is because you're trying to push an agenda.
Yeah.
And it's
absolutely.
white cis het male agenda.
But isn't that always the white playbook? Isn't that always
it's
their playbook?
always white patriarchy trying to stand itself up a little bit stronger this time. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like it's just like when we talk about, you know, I get tired of getting online and seeing white people say, "Oh, you black people just need to go and do your own thing." And if you would do your own stuff, every fucking time we try to have our own shit, whether that be language, whether that be dances, whether that be fucking food, whether that be fucking style, anything that we do, here y'all come mayoing the shit up every fucking time. You come squirting and sloshing your fucking disgusting ass shit all around, and you fuck it up. Yeah, I said that for a reason. The shit got to stick. Like they come mayo and shit up, and then go, well, you guys just need to start your own. We do fucking start our own. We started our own towns, and what happens? Some white woman that came looking for black dick and then gets caught up, says that she was raped, and then shit gets burned down to the fucking ground every fucking time. Like it's so fucking weird, and it's just annoying. Stop being so fucking obsessed with us. Go on about your own business. Exactly, Cam. Sorry, go ahead, read it. My bad.
Damn it. They don't know what race. I can't talk now.
In honor of Trey, but they don't know what racism is. They still think it's bullying and not systematic.
Right, exactly. And that's the weird shit about it. Like we're asking for it. They see that like oppression and racism is so normalized in this country that us asking for equality feels like oppression to them. Y'all want to be victims so fucking bad, and it's disgusting.
Facts, big facts. Well, we definitely got some victims on docket today. Chud, what the fuck is his real name?
His name is
Dalton Etherly.
Dalton Etherly.
Yeah, Dalton Etherly, aka Chud the Builder. He was arraigned, and Jake Lang stuck his mayo ass nose in it, and now he's in jail too. Fuck both of them.
So what are these? Who are these guys, and why should I not give a fuck about them?
The only reason I know Chud the Builder is because he is in jail for making a series of videos and streams of him harassing black people with the N-word, hard ER, and he finally got put in jail for what is he in jail for? But anyway, the important reason to him being
about to go
in
down
jail,
for attempted murder.
Okay, he's in jail for attempted murder. But the best part about him being in jail is the judge either denied his bid for bail or made it so high that he couldn't possibly get out on his own, and he denied him access to crowdfunding to raise bail.
Yep,
because that is sinister as hell.
He's crowdfunded $230,000.
Wow.
And his bail would have been 160 something. He don't have that, and the judge was just like, "Oh, you can't get access to those funds. That's not helping you, big boy. You gonna stay here."
Good. But that's
Bravo.
entirely gross. Like the fact that the thought that someone could do this because he committed a criminal attempted criminal homicide where he employed a firearm during a dangerous felony aggravated assault. So he was fighting somebody, shot himself. Because now it's all coming back to me. That's what he was. That's why he's in jail. So doing this shit I don't even think it was racially charged when he did the shooting, but was it? I don't know. Was it a black guy?
He only harasses black people.
Hold on. Yeah. I'm sorry. It wasn't just a black guy. It was a black veteran, and Chud was in his face. Excuse me. Dalton was in his face, and the guy at one point says, "I have PTSD. Leave me the fuck alone."
Mm.
Right? So you would think the whole right-wing crowd, you know how they love the military, they love the police, right? You would think they would be supporting the veteran who is harassed by this fucking thug, right?
No, no. You would think, we would think, yes, but in the world we live in now. But what I was saying, as far as what's especially egregious, is that the attempted homicide, which Horst said, that the fact that if it's racially charged like this, that he can go to a, I'm glad the judge did what he did and stopped him from having access to those funds, because these fuckers can go out there and do some egregious shit, and they can put it out there in the ether, and they can have other people who think and feel like them about us, and they will financially support them and put them in a different tax bracket at some point. Like, that shit is just, it boils my balls. Like I hate this shit with every fiber of my
balls. Good.
That's how bad it is.
That's some Ramsey
yes, I know.
Ass shit.
It's very graphic.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, I hope that he gets put in general population. That's what I hope. And I don't even care about the other dude was in jail because he was opening his mouth and got found of attempted contempt in court.
Yeah, he got put in contempt of court because the judge said, "I want his shit from the galley," and he opened his fat ass mouth.
Herb, don't be trying to. You always trying to do my shit. Stop it.
He beat you to it. He beat you to it with that one. Hashtag boil my balls. That's some S&M shit if I've ever heard it. That is a terrible hashtag.
Look, that's how bad I feel.
S&M is dipping the balls in wax.
I don't want any of that. I want any of that. All this.
Speaking of dipping balls in wax.
Anyway, dead air. You were about to say, Rick, speaking of bad shit happening, Sony is evil. We've known this for years. We've known this since the PlayStation 1. They're evil. Hell, we knew this dealing with music. But now, specifically talking about gaming, they are ruining the fun. They're making it so that we no longer want to play our PlayStations. I'm still going to play mine because I'm highly addicted to Crimson Desert. I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. But or I could get a PC if there was RAM out there to build one. But yeah, go ahead, Rick. What were you about to say?
So over the past few years, Sony has continued to do their more and more anti-consumer practices. As for example, they are highly invested in creating live service games. Live service games are horrible. Like your Call of Duties, like your Fortnite. Like everybody wants their Fortnite, which just happens to make money hand over fist, and the Sony is very invested in those. Like they created a game called Concord, and that shit died very, very quickly. But this is why you're getting so many live service games, because Sony is making their studios that work under them invest in live service games. Also another live service game, because they bought who made Destiny? What is that company's name?
Yeah, it's Bungie.
Bungie, yes. Yeah. Thank you. Sony bought Bungie for I think it was what was it, $2 billion or something like that. And Bungie created Marathon, and Marathon is another live service game that's dying a slow and painful death. Meanwhile, Bungie CEO has just bought his 25th car. But anyway, so they're doing the live service games thing. They are removing their They are removing their exclusives from off of the PC, and they're saying that they don't sell. But if you actually look up the numbers, their exclusive games have sold more on PC and other services than they have on the PlayStation. Actually, the top selling games on PlayStation are all games that used to be on Xbox. So those were Xbox exclusives that have been ported to the PlayStation 5. What is another thing? They're raising the prices of the hardware have gone up. The regular PlayStation 5, if you haven't gotten it now, it's going to go up. I believe it's going to be $650 to $700. The PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be $900 at this point, or $850 to $900, because of the RAM shortage. Which, again, everybody's feeling the pinch of that. But I feel like that's a bit much. You know what I mean? Also. They're raising the price of the PlayStation Network. It's basically PlayStation's version of the Xbox Live. The price of that is going up. So if you're at the 3-month tier where you're paying $27, it's No, it's something like $27 or something like that for 3 months or whatever, or a month. That price is going up again. So I believe the year is going to be about $150 now, something like that.
God.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my subscription right now.
They sent out the email about the price raise. They sent out the email about the price raise a couple days ago. And it's more and more stuff like this with Sony that is making it almost impossible. I said to the rest of the group before the show started, I can't wait for the Steam Machine to come out because I think this might be my last PlayStation, because Sony is just, and their practices are just, it's becoming too much. They're making gaming, they're making it impossible to become a hobby. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's about to be a bill. It's another bill. Like,
it is a bill. It really is.
Yeah, and it's just not something I'm looking forward to. Like, I enjoy gaming. I enjoy playing games. When a game comes out that I'm really into, like, I'm gonna play it. But like Sony just makes it really, really hard to continue to buy. If you prefer playing on your PlayStation, if you prefer having a console, you know what I mean? They just making it harder to do that. And they're very, very anti-consumer. And I believe they're also one of the companies that's behind pushing Rockstar to make GTA 6 $100. I promise you, if GTA 6 is $100, I will not buy it. I will not.
Cam says,
I mean,
pirates.
I mean, I'm looking at it.
Go.
No, I was saying I'm looking at my PlayStation because I play my sports games, but I mean, I look at this as literally a form of therapy, because when I get home from doing my overtime and doing all the work that I do, I just want to sit down and just play my games real quick just before I go to bed.
Yeah.
This shit is really going to take away from the fact that I know when they make this PS6, I'm more than likely not going to buy it. It's too fucking much, bro. This shit, like Rick said, it literally is a bill. I mean, and it's bad enough that we already got to pay all these extra. We basically just, hey Trey, you got what's the name? Crunchyroll. Let me borrow the password. Rick, you got HBO, and then hey, let me borrow the password.
Yeah.
Hey, and I mean, and the same thing with me giving out my Amazon account. It's in my Netflix. It's just like, this shit is too fucking expensive. You already got gas at like $6 or $5 at this point. Just found out one of my coworkers who used to live in LA, their high gas price was like $8. So yeah, fuck all this, man. It's almost like, man, how much is smoking a J? That's probably cheaper at this point.
Cheaper.
I legit have not. I quit smoking, so I haven't had a cigarette in about 3 weeks. But at the pinnacle of those, they were $15 a pack. 16 for Newport Light, the premium Jones that I was smoking, they were $16.15. That's how much they cost a pack. Like, everything is going up these days. So gas, all that. I'm thinking we've been sharing streaming services. We might have to share the damn PlayStation Network subscription. I don't know if we can do it across multiple systems. Because I think I got it last year. It was like, exactly. Don't want to do that. But it's like, what the hell? We can't have anything. And it is therapy. Like, this whole process of me quitting, I've been killing and slashing on Crimson Desert just to relieve some stress. So if they take that away, people are gonna die. Like, things are gonna happen.
I'm sorry. Can I butt in real quick?
Yeah.
Carolyn, do not buy that shit for $100, because here's the thing: if they put GTA out for $100, the base copies for $100, guess what's going to happen across the board? Every game is going to be $100. It's going to rising tides raise all ships, and they're just aching for the shit to go. Like, they're aching for that to happen. They're aching for that shit to come out and people buy it at $100. Like, this is where we as the consumers have to control ourselves. This is where we have to go, all right, goddammit, enough of bending us over the barrel. Like, that's no more. Like, they literally are making GTA 5 is still making $10 million plus a day off of fucking shark cards.
Not a year. A day.
That's nuts. And you mean to tell me the game that we all been waiting for 13 years that you're going to remaster and re-update and put out on across several systems again? Like, you're going to make me pay $100 for it? Fuck no. I'll come and burn down the other Rockstar studio.
No, he won't. He's being facetious. It's not real. He's not really going to do that. Anyway, gotta speak up. Gotta speak over him sometimes. Sorry, but yeah, it's going crazy, and also Xbox, the dinosaur that it is lowering prices. So would you guys be going back to Xbox by any chance? I'm not going back. I'm waiting for the same machine, and that's if I
left. But I never left Xbox because I have the Game Pass. I have a PC. So for a long time, when I first started with the Game Pass subscription, it was like $10, $11 a month. It went up over the years to $16.99, but most recently, I think it was a couple months ago. Oh, just about a month ago now. Xbox sent out a memo where it was lowering its prices if you don't want day one access to its highest hitting titles like Call of Duty and shit like that. I don't play Call of Duty at all, so this works out very well for me. Now instead of it being $16.99 because I only get the basic shit, it is now $13 something for me. So it's $13 a month for access to its catalog. And I can still, if I really wanted to play Call of Duty, I would get access to it, but like after a year of it being out.
Like I just said in the last subject, I'm waiting for the Steam machine to come out. The part of the reason why I want the Steam machine is because I can get games on Steam sale, but then also because I can get access to the Xbox Game Pass through the Steam machine also. Yeah, this is almost a no brainer for me. Like it's just I'm looking forward to it actually.
The motherfuckers stole Spider-Man, and they're gonna. I'm already on Sony ass as it is. You know how I feel about them as Spider-Man, so fuck them. Like the only reason I'm on this game is because of the exclusives that they have. But go ahead, Herbert. What you about to say?
Just real quick, see, we have 12 people in the chat. Just do us a quick favor, hit that like, share, subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Just help us grow so we can do more. Just wanted to say that real quick.
And yeah, so they but anyway, yeah, they stole Spider-Man, but they're still parading them out there like the painted whore they is.
And, painted whore.
Yes, the red, whites, and blues. And right now, something's going on over there with Marvel Rivals. But I'm going to pass them right on over to Lillian.
Yeah, the resident Marvel Rivals expert on the Gamma Blerds podcast panel.
Marvel Rivals expert, not anime expert.
Marvel Rivals expert today. So if you are not familiar with Marvel Rivals, what's happened is after this season came out, they released Devil Dinosaur as the newest tank. Devil Dinosaur is a lot of fun. He is a giant dinosaur that chomps, shoots lasers, and has his own shield. He's a lot of fun to play. And for a hot second, like when I say for a hot second, like the entire first week that he was out, a lot of the pro scene in Marvel Rivals and the streamers in Marvel Rivals were obsessed with trying to get that man nerfed. And what's recently since the devs decided not to nerf or do an emergency nerf on Devil Dinosaur, what they've been talking about this week, or what I've noticed them talking about this week, is that instead of patching Devil Dinosaur so that he's less, they're trying to get them to lower the overall healing in the game for all of their strategists. And if you do not play strategists, you do not realize how fucking diabolical that is, because the only reason the healing is that high in Marvel Rivals is because the damage is that high in Marvel Rivals. Like, literally, if you turn your back on your tank with 700 HP, the moment you turn away and look back, I've literally seen it happen in my games, I've seen it happening on other people's games, the man's suddenly dead because he got blasted down with that much damage that quickly. And Punisher's shotgun is still broken. I don't know what we're talking about. It's interesting how they try to dictate the game, the mechanics of the game, and the temper tantrums they throw behind it.
And didn't you get in some trouble this week?
Yes, I did. I said that Emma. All right, so Emma Frost is another tank in Marvel Rivals. She has a versatile kit. Like, she does a little bit of everything. Like, she has a little bit of CC. She does grab and throw people around, or she has the ability to do that. And I think her primary attack is like a beam of continuous damage that eventually runs out that she recharges. Yeah, so she's not bad. She is not bad. She's quite strong as a tank. Okay. And I was like, oh, if Devil Dinosaur's kit makes him immune to displacement, like, you know, moving that man around, you can't move that man around. He's gonna stay where he is. He's like the thing in that regard. Yeah, it's a fucking dinosaur. Who's gonna argue with that? But he is still weak to CC. So anyone who has CC stuff, like they can put him to sleep. Like Mantis has a sleep. Emma Frost's ult is like her doing her psionic bunny mind control shit. So that's CC. Yeah, so things like that. She has things in her kit that that counter the dinosaur. I said controversially that Emma Frost counters Devil Dinosaur, and the weirdos on Facebook started arguing with me about it. It was very strange. Because usually I don't get attention on Facebook, but this set them off. I went from having like maybe 500 to 1,000 views on a video, on a good video, to having 4,000 or 5,000 on a video. On two videos.
What I suggest you do next time?
What should I
do? Suggest you do next time. Invite the motherfuckers to the comments so they can hear us talk shit about them, so we can actually go back and forth, or we can go live on TikTok and roast their asses. Because I bet you it's a bunch of neckbeard motherfuckers who have never.
Somebody gave me an essay, Trey. I was unprepared for an essay.
Screenshot. We need to put that screenshot.
Oh, no.
We need to put it in.
This is how I know you don't watch my videos. This is how I know you don't watch my videos.
I don't watch it. Everybody knows this about me. I don't watch anybody's video. Y'all gonna stop using that against me.
So we know that Facebook is basically right-wing content or right-wing-a-palooza at this point. And you're a black woman talking about games like in 2026 on Facebook. You know exactly there's gonna have something to say, because a lot of motherfuckers can't read, they can't comprehend, and you're just stating your opinion, or even the fact that you have a fact-based argument backing up why Emma is a counter to Devil Dinosaur. These people have made this shit their personality. They've taken the fandom and made it their personality, and they don't know how to debate, and they don't know how to talk about things. So now they just yell into the ether, and they're like, hey, girl, stop talking about your boobs on the controller. You don't know anything about video games. I'm going to go masturbate to a Mountain Dew 2-liter, and then I'm going to come back and yell at you some more.
Masturbating to a Mountain Dew container. That's too close to home, Rick. You can't be saying that shit.
I'm just saying, y'all listen.
Too many men say something akin to that. Just full stop.
You know, if you walk into one of these motherfuckers' rooms, all you're gonna smell is
it would be fucking
it's 4-day-old pizza, Doritos from last year, Mountain Dew from 3 weeks ago, and cum, just all mixed together. You know that's all you're gonna smell.
And a bunch of unsolicited tissues that are entirely too hard to be natural.
All right.
Unsolicited tissues and crunchy socks everywhere.
You're choking me. Move on.
The kids aren't around, I hope, Trey.
No, that's why I bought the headphones, so the kids can't hear you motherfuckers being disgusting. So the worst thing they gotta hear is me cursing.
So we're moving on from Devil Dinosaur to another horrific atrocity. This time in real life, where Michaels is apparently selling radioactive beads. Would you like to crash out, Rick?
I don't even want to crash out. Will everybody just agree with me now that time is just a flat circle? It's literally just a flat circle. Like we keep running into these points in time that have happened already before. We were talking about some things, and we were talking about this topic before the show. This is literally the Irradium girls from the 30s and 40s. So basically, for those of you that don't know, watches used to have glow in the dark dials on them, like the time dials were glow in the dark. And in the factories they were made in, the Irradium girls were the ones the girls who would paint the brushes with Irradium. Essentially, their bosses would encourage them to make the points of their brushes finer. They would have to put the brushes in their mouths after dipping them in Irradium and then painting them on the brushes, which led to a generation of women who were giving birth to babies with basically irradiated babies, and they had developed cancer and all of this type of stuff. And essentially, this is the same shit. Time is a flat circle. It's all terrible people out here. And it's just we keep repeating the same shit. Also, we wouldn't repeat the same things if you motherfuckers would just read. Stay awake in history class. Go read an encyclopedia or a book or something because we keep running into the same shit.
All right,
but
so
I'm gonna make a Pepe Silver. I'm gonna make a Pepe Silver board. God damn it!
All right,
He's
so
got plenty of y'all don't know it.
To explain what's going on. When I say Michaels has radioactive beads, I'm not being facetious or hyperbolic. Michaels is apparently selling glass beads that they have used uranium in the manufacturing of somehow, and uranium is the shit they use in a lot of nuclear bombs and shit. It's what they use for nuclear materials, and somebody heard this on the internet. A kind gentleman heard this on the internet, was like, no way they did that. So he took his Geiger counter into the store to see if it set off the Geiger counter. And the glass beads set off the Geiger counter. So yeah, Michaels apparently has radioactive beads in the store.
Sweet, you can't go
because why?
They have radioactive beads.
Because why? Like seriously, why?
Ashley said it's too bad. I'm already infected. She stays in Michaels. Like, God damn it.
Man, I stay in Michaels, so I understand. I would be in Joanne's, but Joanne's closed.
Listen. You know what? Honestly, even with the irradiated beads, though, I still prefer y'all go there than Hobby Lobby because Hobby Lobby is out here stealing shit and pushing the white ring Christian agenda.
I'm gonna butt in real quick and just do a cheap plug. Where they gotta go? They gotta go to Louise DC to get your table numbers, your wedding stationery, everything you need. You can get it from our future wife. She makes these by hand. She's literally over there making them the entire time.
But that's what I mean. Shit! I got a wife too.
Anyway, you got a wife. What are you talking about?
You said our wife.
I said my wife. I didn't say our wife. Did I say our wife? Exactly.
We'll run it back.
She didn't hear me say that.
We'll run it back.
I'll
be right or wrong.
My life. Anyway, but yeah, make sure you go to alouisecreative.com to check her stuff out and see
alouisecreative.com.
What? Okay. Anyway, I had to get a cheap plug in there. Anyway,
that's what.
So I have not been watching wrestling like I should have been watching. A lot of things have been going on in the south of the border. Can I say that? Is that appropriate to say that for AAA? Yeah. So south of the border. That's been Ludwig
Kaiser
has been Ludwig, that guy, El Grande Americano, the German one, who's dressing up as a Mexican luchador, he was arrested. Was it last weekend or this weekend?
He was arrested this past week.
This past week. He was arrested because somebody got in the face of him and his Latino girlfriend, and he knocked the guy out because the guy was threatening saying you stop messing with her because you're going to call ICE on him or something like that, which is fucking crazy because I don't know where they were. But yeah, he's supposed to be a heel character, but he's so like charismatic and captivating and convincing. He speaks fluent Spanish. And he's very accomplished in the ring. Like he can go. Him and Chad Gable have been having some great matches where it's almost AEW-esque where it's go as far as the matches are concerned. But yeah, he's becoming a very believable hero down there at AAA. So I need to start watching AAA now. Where the fuck can I go to watch this? Where can I go to
YouTube?
Watch?
YouTube.
It's on YouTube?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you subscribe to the WWE YouTube, AAA is every Saturday. They actually, the clips are up right now.
Look at his face.
Yeah. So it's funny. Go ahead, Lily. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I said look at his face. He looks so dissatisfied.
Oh yeah. This whole time is on YouTube. I'm thinking I gotta download like HBO Max again.
Just YouTube. Just YouTube.
This whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah. Shout out to Marcel Barthel at Ludwig Kaiser's real name. He has literally, so like Chad Gable, like he took the Grande Americana original character and like it was doing some good things with it, but Ludwig has taken it to the next level. He is legitimately the #1 face in AAA right now. Other than like other than the person who's their champion, which is Dominic Mysterio. Also, Rey Mysterio was just made the general manager of AAA last night. And yeah, so it's outstanding. And again, shout out to Marcel Barthel playing. Who's a German who's pretending to be American, who's pretending to be a luchador. Like it's a level of inception that I was right. This is a level of inception I wasn't expecting. And yeah, yesterday his promo that he cut on Grande Americano Original was outstanding. And also, we are 2 weeks out from the AAA from AAA Triple Mania, which is basically the AAA version of WrestleMania. And Grande Americano versus Grande Americano Original is a mask versus mask match. So it's looking like Ludwig is going to be Grande Americano for a while, and Chad Gable going back to be
Shorty
Chad
D. Shorty D.
No, Shorty G.
Because he called him Shorty D the other day, so I thought that shit was funny.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I never want to see Shorty G again in wrestling. I just want to see Wrestling Machine Chad Gable.
Yeah.
No, I turned off. Wait, now I'm live. Anyway, sorry. I accidentally hit the button on my headset. My bad. What were you guys saying? I couldn't hear anything for the last 15 seconds.
Jesus Christ. No, I was just talking about how Grande Americano, like Triple Mania is in 2 weeks, which is the AAA version of WrestleMania. And you're going to see Grande Americano Original versus the other Grande Americano in a mask versus mask match. And the way Ludwig Kaiser's Grande Americano has gotten over, it's looking like Chad is probably going to be losing the mask. So, yeah, again, been telling you for a while. Like Lillian said before the show, I wasn't going to rub it in, but I'm going to rub it in now. Been telling you for about 3 years now, there's other wrestling that you need to watch, and there's some good shit going on.
Cam is in the comments, and he's going to say the same. He's probably going to call me after this and say, "I told you so, nigga." I know. I hear you. You don't have to call me. Don't call me. Don't call me.
You ain't listening.
You know what? Anyway, motherfuckers, I'm gonna watch it. When is
Saturdays
on YouTube. But the mask versus mask match, that's this coming. Is that this coming weekend or is that June?
Weekend after next, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Or this weekend is the question.
Horace, when is Triple Mania? Put it in the comments when Triple Mania.
But so what I was going to say is that the depiction of the two El Grandes. So when I'm watching on Monday Night Raw, because I don't have access to anything else, or they play up Ludwig as the heel, and Chad is the face. That's how they playing him. So in AAA, it's the adverse of that.
Yeah, so basically in AAA, the crowd has they haven't rejected WWE buying AAA. Like, the reason why Dominic Mysterio has gotten over as their champion, he's like Dom's reaction on Raw is completely different to what it is in AAA. In AAA, he's lauded. Like, they love him. That's because Vikingo was the hand-picked champion for WWE, and like the crowd rejected Vikingo. Omos is down there now as Vikingo's heavy. And yeah, like they pretty much just rejected anybody like that America pushes on them or that the WWE pushes on them, and they kind of like get their own people over. The only person I've seen that it's worked in reverse for is Mr. Iguana, because he's got an iguana.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna round out the show with this. Oh, we got two more. Sorry, my bad. Horace put in, he said Friday, September 11th and Sunday, September 13th. Is that right? Anyway, so we had the ending of one of our fandom shows. We had the series finale of The Boys. That happened on, what was that, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yep, Wednesday.
We finally got, everybody got their comeuppance who had it coming. It ended in glorious fashion. Samuel Jackson did not make a return appearance, to my disappointment. But thank you, Mr. Jackson, for showing up as a hammerhead shark when you did. Now, The Boys is a 15-year-old comic. We know that Homelander had to die. So spoilers, motherfucker did. But how did you guys feel about this episode? I'll go first. I'm underwhelmed, of course. I'm underwhelmed. I was not wowed by the choices that they made to change things from the comic, but I understand why they made those changes. And because in the comics, Black Noir was a clone of Homelander that just hit himself and had the same powers and could kill Homelander. So that that was a little underwhelming in the comic as well. So I don't know how they could have made this better. Maybe they could have killed him off a little bit better than they did. But yeah, I was like, meh, all right. That's how I felt watching the series finale. But what did you guys think?
You want me to go first?
Sure.
Whoever was first.
So I was underwhelmed for a number of different reasons. Um, I was underwhelmed because one, it's all right. Sorry, let me get my thoughts together. I was not underwhelmed by Homelander dying. I wanted that. He deserved it. Like he had to die. And he had to die horribly because of all the terrible things that he did. But like the Marie Moreau and the rest of the Gen V characters were done dirty. And it feels like season 2 of Gen V was written um after season 5 of The Boys, after they did all of this, because Marie Moreau is played up to somebody who could take out Homelander, and they basically benched her. Like you didn't see her until like episode 6, and then like you really got nothing from any of them, and that was a waste. um Listen, as much as we champion black women over here, like we prop up and we promote our black women, but also y'all gotta remember, Sister Sage was an evil bitch. Like she was a horrible person.
Yeah.
And she needed to go. Like she did not deserve to walk away from all of this, because essentially she was the engine that kept Homelander's crazy ass train going the whole time. And like her just losing her powers and then going to Harry Potter world. Nah, fuck no. Like you got to get beheaded, shorty. Like you literally were the fuel
The
behind
reason.
overthrowing everything. Like she was a genocidal maniac, and she did not get her comeuppance. And like it felt like a very very safe landing. You know what I mean? Like when you're expecting like an 8 or a 9, and when all you get is a 6.5, like that's a little bit annoying. That's a little frustrating. So that's kind of the way I felt about it. I mean, it didn't satiate my need for everything. But the Deep getting killed by his fiance Octopus's cousin,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
By
that.
Kraken. That was a fucking Kraken. It was crazy. I mean, I wanted to see more of that too. I mean, I don't know if I'm just being overly bloodlusted or something like that, but yeah, I wanted to see him get torn apart by a bunch of sharks. Like he deserved that for everything he did in that show. And yeah, and Homelander, if, his final words. I'm not going to say it because there are children present, but his final words to Billy Butcher as he's about to die. It's just that whole scene. That was good, but I wanted a little bit more. Shit. Okay. Lillian didn't watch it, but
no, she didn't.
yeah.
But I'm glad to hear Homelander's bitch ass is dead.
He's dead. He's good.
How did he die?
Billy turned him into a.
So okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Trey. Trey, please.
They had been, the theme was to get Kamiko, the female, which is the name of her character. She's super strong and can heal, but she gained the same powers of Soldier Boy, of being able to strip someone of their powers. This is a new thing that they made up for the show. It was never in the comics. Yeah, hand wavy excuse to get somebody who's overpowered, deep powered. So they break into the White House, hijinks. They're all fighting. Homelander's son comes in, knocks him down. Him and Billy Butcher hold Homelander in place, and Kamiko blasts him, taking his powers away. So he's depowered, and he realizes, oh shit, I can't fly. He does his little fake, I'm trying to fly thing where he's trying to swim through the air. And
the new hot meme.
Yes, that shit is hilarious. And Butcher's just standing with a crowbar. The crowbar is significant because in the comics, the crowbar is what he used to finally kill Homelander. So he did do that part right. He basically stabbed him in the forehead and cranked it open.
Oh,
so
nice.
The top of his head was popped open. Yeah. After beating his ass, he did beat him down. He gave him a good couple of knuckle sandwiches. But yeah.
But it
anyway,
is underwhelming because they decided to kind of Deus Ex Machina that shit. Like Legend of Korra, take away their powers, make them powerless, and then you kill them. It's like, no, it could have been a brutal fight.
Exactly. Is anyone there?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna say this real-
it was a pretty
I'm gonna
good
say this real quick because I gotta get this off. I thought Rick was gonna say he didn't say it. Homelander literally got on his knees and said, "Please don't kill me. I'll suck your dick." I died laughing. I died laughing at that part. I can say it because the kid went upstairs. But yeah, that was hilarious to me.
Him turning into the crackhead from Menace to Society was crazy. Yeah, but like again, it felt very safe. It felt very tame. It felt very like not what the boys are doing. Also, isn't it creepy that Huey got Starlight pregnant and they're naming the baby after his ex-girlfriend? Is that am I wrong for that? I feel some
you're
type
very
of way
right for that. You're very right for that.
I
It's
didn't
like
think about that.
who
I
who
didn't
was
think about
the
that
who
to just
wait. Who was the journalist who was having an affair with a football coach who and the journalist was
Diane
married.
Orsini.
Yes, and she named her son after her affair partner?
She named her son Mike after Mike Vrabel, current Patriots coach.
Wow.
Ew. I see. So I stopped paying attention to that story because the NFL was just like, well, we're not going to hold Mike Vrabel accountable. I was like, yeah, but if he was a black coach, again, a black coach in basketball cheated on his partner, and he got fired from the team. Mike Vrabel, they're just like, it's fine. Yeah, but no, that's I felt some type of way about Huey naming his having his child that he's having with a different woman named her after his ex-girlfriend. What
Did he ever explain that to her in the show?
Probably not.
Starlight?
Because what woman would allow
that
her
name was
child to
Robin.
be named
Yeah.
after somebody's ex-girlfriend? In what world?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, and it's like I saw somebody trying to explain it away online, and I was just like, I don't get it. Also, shout out to Fantastic Frankie because she was the first person I heard talk about like Sage needed to die because she did.
Frankie, please come on the show. Frankie, we would love to have the conversations with you about this stuff.
Frankie's got her own
also,
Frankie's got her own podcast now.
Yeah. I know she's busy.
I just want to say this. I am not interested in Vault Rising at all. Like I have no interest in it. I do not want to see these super Nazi super friends and the super friends of America and their adventures. Like I have no interest in watching that shit. Like, yes, Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy is cool, but like now they're going to ramp up the racism even more. Because also the chick that plays Stormfront, she's in it. She's in her first iteration of a superhero. And we know that she's literally from Nazi Germany. Like she was a Nazi. Like I legitimately have no interest in watching that shit.
Well, we're gonna stop it here because everything is popping off. And we lost one. But this is a great show. We had a great conversation. Tell everybody where you can find you. I'm Trey Proper everywhere. You can't find me. Anyway,
you can find him. Just type in Trey Proper. I am Lillian Dessou. Google me. You will find me. It'll be okay, probably. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to learn about Marvel Rivals, because I've been doing some explainer content, that'd be dope. Find me on the internet.
And I do be reposting your videos.
I know you repost them. I said you didn't watch them. I said you didn't watch.
You can find me at Herbito's Way, or you can find me at Off the Bench HTTC on Instagram, where I do nothing but Commanders content weekly. And also, if you want to, you can find me. You can never find me, and I make it so.
Look up Rick Williams on the internet. Rick Williams 83. Just Rick Williams. It's one of them.
All right, welcome back, Herb.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Family emergency shit. My bad.
Somebody can find you.
Yeah. He literally just said off the bench, OTTC. Yeah.
So we'll see y'all next week.
Me, yeah.
And next week, I'll have seen The Mandalorian and I'll be able to talk about it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Bye.
Like the video. You got 3.5 seasons.
Just one thing real quick. I want to send a shout out to my son because he had played a play this weekend, did 2 shows, did a great job. It was they did a reimagining of Frozen. He played the reindeer and the king, and he did a damn good job. So salute to my young thespian. I love you, son. Did a great job.
Well done.
said thespian and he ain't messing up. Good job, Herb. Good job.
Fuck you, Trey. Boil my balls, ass nigga.
And on that note, we'll see you next week.